Hello everyone, welcome to NMAMIT channel. This video is made by Adriel Sagar and I am Shah of 3rd year ISE. Today we are going to show you a brief way on how to make Marvel superhero Thor's hammer. In order to create a Thor's hammer, we must first mold this cube into the Thor's hammer. To do that, we need a clear design of the hammer. Press N in order to get to the background image so that we can add the blueprints of it. Select this option and add the image. Open. There's two sides for this. One is the front side and the side view side. I'm going to put the front side first. Use the numpad keys in order to change the camera viewing. We found the front side. We need to restrict this background image only to the front side. Press numpad 1 to reach the front side. And for the below one, let's add one more image for the side view. We need to restrict this only to the side view, so change these views into right side. Let's decrease the opacity of both these background images in order to able to clearly design this cube. Let's do the opacity. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit. Press shift and mouse button, the middle mouse button, in order to move it downwards. Press right click on the plane. Press G and Z in order to move it. And you can use S and scale it up. If you want a precise scaling, we can even use S or in the horizontal axis, so that X it can be, or Y to the vertical axis, or Z to the vertical axis. Since here we need the X axis, I'm going to do the S scaling towards the X axis. The same thing can be done for the side, for this part, and even for this part. We can create a mirror image for this whole object. We can use mirror because creating this whole object might be difficult, so we can just create half of this image and then just mirror it on the other side. Number one. After we do this part, we can even extrude this cube and create one more circle over here, and even create these designs over here by extruding it and scaling it. We can even use the curve option over here to get the curvature required for this. The same thing we can do for the rest of this thing by using mirroring. We can just create one part of this shell and just use mirror option in order to get it. In order to create the circle for this thing on and all, we can press shift A and get whatever plane or objects we need, just like a plane, cube, circle and all of that. I have previously done this Thor hammer, so this is how it's going to look like. In order to add color, press N and we can get the shading image over here. Change the colors which you want to, like silver or this right here is the lamp. In order to add a lighting effect for it, we can add like press shift A and there's a lamp option over here. We can add any kind of light sources we need. I have already added all this. Let's go to the wireframe mode by pressing Z and tab in order to edit it. We can see these wire structures over here. These structures are made from mesh. In order to add the lightning for the Thor hammer, I have used this thing. In order to create this mesh, we must first select the object, and we need to go to the file, user preferences, and type in IVY in order to add this add-ons. This is the generator for mesh. That's done. Okay. Now I am able to add mesh over here. Press shift A, press curve, and you can see this option, add IV to the mesh. We can add the mesh over here. As you can, if I zoom in a little bit, you can see this mesh over here. This mesh will be formed anywhere where we select these cursors. Like if we open it over here and press update IV, the mesh will be turned here. In order to get the desired wireframe structure like this, how am I did it, we can use this settings over here and change the settings. Like for this mesh, I have added different settings for it. Like the size of it has increased, even the addition weight have increased. That's it. So yeah, after creating all of this image, we can even render it, and this is how it might look like. This is the wireframe structure. So let's get out of it by pressing Z. You can see the Thor hammer over here. And if you guys need this design, I have also added a link for it. You can download from it and add it over here. This thing also can be done using mirror image. Let's get to the front view. This is how a Thor hammer is supposed to look like. If we render this image, we can find it easily. By using suitable light sources, we can get the shading for it and look it for a reality. And one more thing, in order to add this background image, we can add it using, press escape, like this option over here. Over here we can add this option, like you can create this thing and choose whichever background image you need to and enter it. Here we can choose the highlight option, like the RGB stand for red, green and black, and this thing can be changed in order. Brightness also can be increased in order to get the background image for the suitable. After adding that, we can get the same image as I showed you. Press escape over here. Okay. In order to get the blue lighting which I just showed you, select on the mesh over here and select this circle material option over here. Here we're going to get a white sphere over here. We can choose the colors, whichever colors we want, and to select over here. And you can even put emit option in order to brighten it or lower the highlights of the color. You are going to put 2 over here and press enter. We can render this image and get the final out. We can even add more realistic images, like in order to set the correct background for this so that it looks more realistic. But I have added this desert one to more look it like the scene from Thor's movie. Okay, this blue lighting can be seen. We can see the lighting thing over here. It looks like light. Yeah, so yeah, this is how I created Thor's hammer. It's a brief explanation for it. You guys can check this out on my channel and try to create a new Thor hammer for yourself. Thank you. So please do like, subscribe and comment on this video. Please support us. Thank you.